All right, ladies and gents, new update. If you haven't checked out the live stream, guys, I want to say a big shout out to my community who's currently watching live. We're having great conversations. If you haven't joined, please do so. Come join us. We're having great talks about the status of the game and everything else. And I think this is fantastic. And we were talking about some comments. We were going to comment together, but we decided, you know what? We're going to leave that to later. Before I start the video, guys, content creator program going on. Don't forget to hit that support button. Get yourselves in. Get some free codes. Let's get that spiel out of the way. Brand new content. Right before we start, and I said this during the live stream, this is going to be the driest month of the game in a while. And the reason why I say this is because we've had this the last SLC, and I mentioned it before. It's going to keep happening. So let's go through what's happening here. The main things we're going to look at is what the buffs are for MEILIN and Cha, and whether the new Elena character, which looks really buff, but we're going to talk more about her afterwards in another video altogether, whether you should summon or not. We do those videos after testing, and whether she's going to be worthwhile. Okay, so let's do this. So yeah, what up to everybody? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. All right, so first off, content wise, guys, super dry. We're going to get a new story mode with chapters that have expert. It's going to go to like 4.7 million power, so it's going to be pretty insane. There's going to be brand new battlefield of trials coming up from 81 to 90. Also looks really high level, so a lot of trial and error in terms of content and trying to beat it. I think this is going to be probably the best content we're going to get. Battlefield of Trials is kind of like my favorite thing. New hunter is being released. Of course, Elena is coming out. She is, and I'll talk more about this as well. It's almost scummy to me, but we're going to talk about it anyways. In a manner where I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but I'm going to try my best to make sense of why I think it's scummy, okay, without coming off too harsh about it. All right, so SSR water unit, support unit, first support unit to actually support overload units, which is the reason why it's scummy. But again, we'll get more into that. Here's her skin, by the way. Yeah, I know you guys can comment however you want to comment. There's a brand new skin for Gina as well too. Yeah, the most she's ever been dressed up. And we have, they didn't even bring this up at all, the Stormbringer Crimson Heart event, which is this new skin for the Stormbringer. I don't know if it's a rare or a heroic. It actually doesn't say anywhere, but this is something that we're going to get for free as well. So let's go through this, and we're going to talk about everything that's going on. Okay, so first off, all the new ongoing events, we've seen this already. There's an Artifact Reforge Count event. There's a first purchase event, second anniversary appreciation event, which is happening next month, by the way, right after the SLC, and a new roadmap is being introduced. The Elena debut celebration is coming up, which is the raid up draw on 3 events with her as well. And there's an event crafting event, which allows you to still craft the Winchester Rogue and the Transfiguration Key, which are still going to be the weapons. So this is going to reset, I believe, so you can do it 2 more times, which is great for those who wanted to get those weapons to continue going. All right, so let's keep going here. It's heroic. Thank you, Gabriel. So someone just mentioned it's heroic. So balance adjustments. This is what I've been interested in more than anything else. So let's go through this and talk about this. I said they should give MEILIN a shield that she can provide. Someone mentioned they did, and that makes me happy because that's all I wanted. All right, so tier 3 for Pure Sword Cha-Haen. So we're going to just talk about the changes. So when the Will of Sword gauge recharges to 100%, when the ally successfully puts a target in the break state, it increases their water damage by 15%. So this obviously is a big deal if you're using Sarin. Interestingly enough, they didn't give any extra damage increase with Infusion, because Infusion still counts as break, people. That's right. Apparently it still counts as break. So break state apparently still, if somebody correct me in the chat, is this still correct? Does break still considered Infusion overload? Because last time we had this conversation, somebody mentioned that there's break state equals Infusion. It does, right? Okay, so both states, guys, break and Infusion, she will do 15% more damage. So just say it. So might be a good thing. Swords Revolve, we have pretty much the same thing, except here, actually this is all the same. Nothing changed there. Okay. Yeah, last time, so I want to bring up this topic. Last time I did this, somebody mentioned that break apparently is now Infusion as well. I hate the fact that they don't put the two together or separate them. Apparently it's synonymous. I have no idea. We'll have to find out. Okay, so tier 5, when an ally successfully puts a... so yeah, I mean, it's got to be, right? It's got to be the same thing, because look, she's got break here again, and they're not going to take away the Infusion aspect from her. So I'm going to go synonymously. Break stands for Infusion as well, or Overload, sorry. It increases the damage of Heavenly Strike, etc., by 20%. So she's got a little bit of a buff on her skills. This is the big one, obviously, and then 20%. Still not bad. I'm assuming it's additive, most likely. So it's not the worst. Okay, so she's just more DPS. I mean, that's what we expected. No super armor, no extra shield, none of that jazz. All right, MEILIN, this is the big one, okay? So using rear slash grants a shield equal to 20% of MEILIN's max HP to the team member with the highest defense. There it is. There it is. MEILIN is officially back. So for those who summoned for Freerin did great. Now this is here. Gabriel, I'm actually not playing 7 Deadly Sins anymore, unfortunately. I'm going to be focusing on the new Stardive. So she's back. Okay, she's back. The cat is back. So they gave her a shield, which is something we desperately wanted for Cha. Now it makes her a lot more viable. Okay, tier 3, when an ally uses a skill with a break effect, so again, either break or infusion, water team members' critical hit damage increases by 0.5%, stacking up to 50 times. 25% increase. Not bad. Freeman still viable? Absolutely. Absolutely. It just makes her more viable. So A3 is incredible. That's giving them more damage. Now, here's the thing though with the water team. They already have insane amount of crit damage. So this is going to have some sort of a diminishing return, I'd imagine, but still a really, 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 really good buff. And here you guys can see the old defense was 16. They pushed it to 20. The increased water damage by 15% was added. So now MEILIN has become much better. It increases water. So yeah, MEILIN is now officially back, people. Soren's gone. Soren's gone. MEILIN is back. Yeah, too much diminishing return on water damage. I agree. Too much elemental. Yeah, these are all very good passes. Again, numbers always lie though in this game. So when we do the testing, we're going to really see what the difference is between Freerin, MEILIN, and Soren, and then Elena on the pay to win account. So we're going to do all that testing together, guys. Okay, so but this is all very good news. This is all very good news. So this is putting MEILIN back to the forefront, and it does take away. So here's the problem though, right? As Hyper mentioned, because there's so much water damage element up already for the water team, the diminishing return on crit damage and the water damage is already so high that Elena is going to be a must-have over MEILIN, just because overload damage doesn't have that same diminishing return. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know if overload damage is going to have as much diminishing return yet, Hyper. I think that's what we have to test. All right, SL, we have here. When SL or an ally successfully puts a target in break state, it increases the duration of the break by 3 seconds. This is interesting. They use the word break again. Does anyone tested this to see if infusion lasts for an extra 3 seconds? Does anybody know? I'm curious. Because if break is considered overload, then that means an extra 3 seconds on overload. We have to test this one out. No, so because the reason why we're saying this is because people are saying that break state over here also means right here also means infusion or overload. So people are saying it's synonymous. So I'm curious. So we're gonna see if the infusion goes for 15. No extras. See, it's interesting. It's interesting that they don't make that. It's interesting they don't make that difference, right? Okay, so using Foretold Victory increases attack by 100%. Currently, it doesn't have that. Okay, so increase 100% attack. Okay, it's not bad. Duration is 60 seconds versus there was no seconds before, so this is a new effect altogether. The rest of the effects stay the same. That's pretty good. That's tier 1. So when Lance Thrower hits, it activates the Prey of the Week instead of... Wow, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, they really buffed her. So if you don't know how this worked before, that's the code, by the way. No, it's not that she breaks faster. Before, if I recall, before you had to have the opponent in a break state for Prey of the Week to take into effect. Now you don't have to build it up anymore. You still have to build it, but you don't have to break the opponent anymore. And now it just applies. That's actually really good. Puts the target in break, activates the Pride effect using... Okay, so that's good. Pride, so increases glorious, increases. Okay, so just a little bit more damage. So this is actually the biggest part for her, I think. Yeah, Prey is basically free now. Yeah, so now you don't have to break anymore to get Prey of the Week now. That's incredible, actually. That's gonna put her. Fire is gonna come out big with that. That's really, really good. Essel got a pretty big buff. But you have to be A5, guys. You have to be A5. Is she better than the Collab Breaker? For debuffing, yes. Does she break as fast? No. Okay, and then she did get a pretty big buff for damage. So yeah, she's gonna be pretty damn mandatory for everything now. They're preparing for Liu Fire? Maybe. So Kanae increases the critical damage now by critical hit rate by 25% versus 20. Increases the critical hit rate by 102 versus, ooh, man, 6 cents got a big buff on critical hit rate. And then critical hit rate and critical damage increase now by 27.5. So so Kanae, they're trying to make her more viable. Another Kanae buff. Yeah, pretty much guaranteed 100% crit. Yeah, pretty much. I think at this point she'd probably have 100%. All right, and now they're adding in more things, guys. So Architect Blue Poison, they changed it. They're increasing core attack, basic skill damage, and ultimate skill damage. Now we're getting more out of the set. The set buff got crazy. The set buff got nuts, bro. This is now the set. It literally buffs everything. Damn, bro. Insane. Eight-piece effect now increases core attack and ultimate attack. Glorious Arrogance. Now you have damage increased by 20% instead of 15%. So that's increased. Cooldown time deleted. Oh, it's gone now. There's no what? I'm weird. I think that was a mistake on their end. They just probably deleted that accidentally. Yeah, this is insane. This set now is just bonkers. Okay, 8-piece effect now 35% instead. And then when Sunjinu or a Breaker class uses their support skill, ultimate skill, or the team. So now support skills has been added to this. Before it was not. Before it was just equips this, it increases critical hit damage. So I'm trying to see what the rest of use their ultimate. So now they're using support skill and ultimate skill. Okay, so now we got both. That's fantastic. So now this is actually now more better for support skills as well too. So that's fantastic. Okay. Kamisha's Obsession increases core skills now as well. Before it didn't have that. So core skill, basic skill, ultimate skill. They only buffed the AP set. This has probably been the best set in terms of consistency. So pretty damn crazy good. Okay. And then Noble Flesh. This is the support one. When tagging out or using a support skill, now you get the bonus. Perfect. So now this is viable for everything. And this also now increases the user's core skill now has been added. Ultimate skill has been added by 30%. Before it used to be just a basic skill damage, attack, and defense. Holy jumping. Insane, bro. Yeah, this is big changes, guys. These are big changes. Okay, so elemental damage calculation methods. Moonshadow, Stormbringer, Yusuyun, and all these hold on. Increase it, which was previously included in the damage skill, has been improved to apply. Okay, so they're actually improving all of these characters' damage now when the elemental damage taken effect is going on, and I'm assuming increased elemental damage taken effect from certain hunters and weapons, which previously included in the skill damage calculation, has been improved to apply. But they don't tell us what's been improved. I don't think they tell us what's been improved, guys. Here. Okay. Anyways, great update on that. Great update. We talked about this 80 to 70 thing. We'll talk more about it as time goes on. We'll see what the real effects are. Custom draw, special draw. MEILIN has been added to the custom draw. This is huge, of course. This is what gives the water team the leg up, especially with the bust to MEILIN now and Cha. Water team just stands strong with the Lena now being in place. Workshop Brilliant Light now, with Proof of the Strong going up to 10. It'll go to 20 eventually. New Simulation Gate. A new Simulation Gate season has begun. New elemental weakness and algorithms have been applied. New stages and various monsters have been added. New Hunter boss Kanae and Ilhwan has been added as well too. To the new Sun Jinu boss have been added as well too. The new one. Wow. Okay. Guild boss schedule as the Mana Core continues. New seasons, of course, of Architect's Test. New weaknesses have been added as well. Commish has been added, like new changes to Commish. Overseer's Library has been updated. Pre-announcement: Unstable Dungeon Proof of the Strong and exchange item adjustments. The existing Proof of Strong feature and Unstable Judges would end in the month of May and no longer be available. So they're actually changing out the items. Pretty cool. All right. And then, of course, we have the new Battlefield of Time seasons coming up, and then a couple different changes and updates that they've done along the way, and some bug fixes. So, yeah, there you guys go. Pretty big changes, guys. Pretty big changes. Yeah, I think it's the problem is that's why they don't really tell us the formula, right? I don't know. So who knows what the change is going to look like. So, yeah, and honestly, straight up, Ronnie, I agree with you. Yeah, maybe it's not diminishing us from the hyper. Who knows? The problem is they don't give us the formula. So here's the thing. I think at the end of the day, it's great quality of life updates, guys, but it's going to be boring. I don't know. So, yeah. That's how it goes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.